Now, a lot of you, as soon as I said the word Jonah, you yawned. You're like, oh, boy, yeah, great. Another sermon series on Jonah, because you think to yourself, I already know everything there is to know about Jonah. I mean, I learned about Jonah when I was a little kid in Sunday school. I've heard Sunday school lessons on Jonah. I've watched movies on Jonah. I've read books on Jonah. I know everything that there is to know about Jonah. And if that's you, let me just kind of push back for just a second. It may be that you know the story of Jonah, but maybe you've missed the point. Because most people, when they think about Jonah, what they think about is some guy, some prophet getting swallowed up by a whale. How many of you think that's what Jonah's about? Some guy getting swallowed up by a whale. And first off, it's not a whale, okay? Everyone thinks it's a whale. It's not really a whale. The Bible just says it's a great fish. The second place is there's only 3 verses in the whole book of Jonah about the whale. That's a pretty low-key character in the book. So it's not necessarily about a rebellious prophet. It's certainly not about some big fish or whale or whatever it was. The book of Jonah is about God. And we need to read it in the sense of knowing more about God. And if there's anything I could hope for that God does through this series in the book of Jonah, it's that we would get a better vision of God's heart, that we would better see God's heart, but not just to see it, but to share it. Could you imagine if all of us as Christians, or just the people who are a part of Broadview Baptist Church, could you imagine what would happen in our city if we began to feel about people the way that God feels about people? It would revolutionize this church. It would probably change your family if you didn't just know what God wanted and you just didn't know what God was like, but that you actually had a concern that the things that broke the heart of God actually broke your heart. And if that would happen in us, I can guarantee you that we would better join God in his mission to reach people in the world and really just to love people. And so that's what I'm hoping happens.